This is the Pickled Punks. We've seen so many terrible movies. One of the reviews we read mentioned the Hansel and Gretel story.
Which I'm not really familiar with. I know what it is like in general, but I don't know what the purpose of it was.
I don't know it too well, but they're the kids that go into the woods and they leave a trail of breadcrumbs, and grandma basically it's probing some psychological fear of parents that the one of the primal fears of infants and children supposedly is that your parents are gonna consume you again, like they brought you into the world and they're gonna consume you and end your stay on the world again. So the idea of Hansel and Gretel is like grandma's gonna, or maybe it's mother, I don't know, but you're gonna get eaten by an elder, and that'll be the end of your life, just like it began. They brought you into the world and they're gonna consume you.
It's like almost like a power and control thing.
Yeah, I think that's what the story is psychologically about. But there was like that, if the reviewer is right and this director had the Hansel and Gretel theme in mind, there was a lot of references to baking and cooking food at the beginning. Right.
There was a lot of that.
And the oven thing is involved in food preparation and cleaning the kitchen, but there was no the grandma character was kind of impotent. She never really took any active measures to do harm. So I just didn't understand what was going on.
Yeah, I think at the very, very end, she said she was going to eat the girl when she was locked in the room with her. That's what she was like. She was faced when she kills her. She's like, "I'm going to eat you."
Really?
Yeah, but that's like the only. You're right. But until that like critical point, there was. I mean, other than I guess finding the dead bodies, somebody had to kill him. But that might have been Pop. He was kind of the aggressor, dragging her around by her hair at one point, right?
Yeah,
like at the end.
Had a lot of aspects to it, actually, in retrospect.
Maybe? Like what?
Well, I guess the mental health conflict of the grandmother, the Hansel and Gretel type parallel, the alien sort of subplot line. I don't know. Just more than what one might see on the surface level. Maybe I'm stretching, but I think it's fair.
Yeah, I think that's one part that was kind of frustrating about the movie is it was going a lot of different directions. I didn't feel like it kind of was anticlimactic too. Like it had all those elements and it had all the elements of a creepy movie that would creep you out. But then at the end, it was just, just kind of like, okay, it got really weird, but then it just got real, but it wasn't even scary or anything like that.
At the end?
Right, like when it was like clear, like, because he's kind of like the whole movie, it's sort of playing on your fears. You're like, oh, are they just weird or are they actually like after you, And then it becomes clear, oh, they're after these kids, but you're not really that scared, I didn't feel that. I was like,
they're safe in the room. The grandma, except for that one scene with the knife, never tries to enter the room.
Yeah.
The only time they ever see her acting goofy at night is when they go out of the room. So it's like they have a safe zone that they can retreat to even at the most dangerous point.